So I have these fancy new mics that I can record from anywhere, trying to upgrade the content here on YouTube. So why not do the intro of today's video on my couch? Today, a beautiful break and retest of Tesla 243. Had to get a little bit of an early entry and scale into this position, which I will break down for you guys here after the intro. After we do that, we're gonna jump into the live trading, fully live from start to finish. You're gonna see me enter, add, take profits on Tesla, hold a runner into a 50% profit position. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Enjoy the live trades. If you guys enjoyed after watching, make sure to press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump into the charts. All right, so we're looking at Tesla today. And yesterday, Tesla had a very strong demand hold around a key 232, 233 demand. And that's what I want to start off this video with, because this is why I was interested in potentially longing Tesla for continuation. So you guys can see right here, right? We have this Tesla previous channel low. We have lows here, lows here, lows here. And again, yesterday, we maintained that low around 232, 233. Now, there's one thing that's very important here to realize, and it's what Tesla did intraday that made me think that we could have continuation. And this is what it was. So if we go into yesterday's chart and we sort of zoom in to what actually happened on the intraday, this was Tesla, right? So right here was Tesla yesterday. This was Tesla's price action yesterday. And the one thing you'll notice is we had an aggressive drop to the downside. So right here, an aggressive drop to the downside. And when you see that, right, and you see Tesla breaking under some key demand levels, you would assume that shorts were piling into this stock under that demand, around 231.50 to 233. I was assuming that there would be Tesla shorts piling into the stock, looking to see if you can get that downside continuation. Now, what happened yesterday was that Tesla ended up being able to get back above, right, get back above that previous demand. And in my opinion, that created a lot of shorts that are stuck underwater, right? Shorts that entered the stock under that demand, looking for that downside continuation, but ultimately Tesla squeezes back to the upside, traps those shorts under that 233 area, and this is that trouble time for some shorts. You either get out, you close your short, and you take your loss, or you have people that continue to hold and continue to get squeezed out of the position, as you can see later day yesterday. So today, after seeing that very solid hold under that 4 hour, or very solid hold back above that 4 hour demand, I was interested in the continuation. So coming into today, there were a few levels that I was watching for that continuation move. The first level that I was really keen on potentially getting longs off of was right here. It was this 238 level, right? You can see right here a little triple bottom around that 238. And I was looking to see if Tesla could pull back, right? Come back to that 238 level, create a long entry, and then I would look for that continuation. Now, I didn't get that trade. I didn't get that move. Tesla never pulled back for us into that low. So we had to keep an eye on the price action intraday, and we had to adapt to what Tesla was showing us. So if I dive into, let's say, the 2-minute chart, because this is where I trade, right? We're going to go down to the 2-minute chart here, and we're going to break down what happened in the morning that gave me the confidence to enter Tesla long. So we're going to zoom in to the last few days. You guys can see right here. We're going to go day over day on the 2-minute chart, and we're actually going to go ahead and highlight the extended hours. So you guys can see right here, we have a previous high on Tesla around this 240. You can see right in this general area between 240, 240.25, you have this previous high, and you have this very nice hold in the pre-market right at that previous high. So Tesla turning previous day highs into a pre-market demand. That's number one, right? That was very important to see Tesla do that. That gave me interest in potentially longing to the upside. Now, you can see we squeezed right out of the gate. So I did not get my pullback that I was looking for into 238, right? I never got that pullback to my long area that I was very interested in. So I had to adjust to what Tesla was showing me in the short term. So if I zoom in a little bit more just to today's price action, after that, we were watching, okay, We're getting a squeeze through pre-market highs. We're getting a squeeze through the 100 SMA. Let's look for a pullback to that 240, 240 area. Let's see if Tesla will squeeze, come back to that pre-market high, and then let's see if that holds. We didn't even get the opportunity to look at that today, right? Because you got a big push and you never quite got that pullback to that 240, 240. So again, we had to reassess and we had to really read the action that Tesla was showing us. And this is where I found my entry. And this is what you'll hear in the voice chat or in the live recording. This is why I started my position light and I was adding into it, right? This is very key, a concept that I want to sort of share with you here in the video today. So I started to enter longs around this area on Tesla. Now, the reason I was entering long here is because of the wicks that we were seeing on these 3 2-minute candles, right? You can see right here, these 3 2-minute candles right here started to show some very aggressive wicks to the upside. So that's giving me some confidence that buyers are stepping up, that I could potentially use this level as my stop loss. So you'll see in the live trading, I actually adjusted my level up to 243 because I started to see a very solid hold at that 243. The wicks were showing me that demand was stepping up. And if I do enter my longs here, I could use that 243 as my stop, or, right, I could even look to see if I do get my pullback and I could add into this position. Now, the reason why I have the liberty of adding into this position, right, if I could get my original game plan to still set up, I would love it, right? Because I knew I had the 243 demand hold that was coming in. I knew I had the pre-market highs a little bit lower that were still there as a potential long. And on top of that, I knew there was the 100 SMA below as well. So I knew that this whole area could be an area that I could look to long Tesla if it pulled back after my original entry, right? So the reason why I was comfortable doing this is because of position sizing. I was comfortable with the position size that I was putting into the trade early on. I started with 5 contracts. That's a very small amount for me, right? So let's say usually trade 20, take a quarter of it. Let's say usually trade 5 contracts, take 1 contract to start, right? You can see, and you'll see it in the live trading, we saw that the demand was starting to hold up. So I didn't want to just not take an entry there, right? But I knew, hey, it's not all the way back to my level. Let me go a little bit lighter here. And if I do get a little bit more downside into my demands, then I will add into this position. So that's how I found my entry on Tesla. And really, the key here is understanding the price action of these candles, right? Understanding what these 3 candles right here were showing me. It was showing me multiple wicks to the upside, showing buyers stepping up. And if I see that at a flat level like 243 there, I could use that as my stop loss and I could trade the market long off that level. Now, after catching that long, you'll see in the live recording, I was scaling out into the upside, ultimately taking my profits all off at this 247 supply. And I want to show you one thing, right? Why 247? If we go back to that hourly chart, we saw those previous channel highs around that 247. So right here, you guys can see we had those previous highs around 247, 1, 2, right? And so I was scaling off my longs into that 247. Now, look at what's happening right now as we speak on Tesla. Look at now what is happening at 247. 247 actually turning itself into a demand. This is something that I would be watching moving forward if Tesla continues to hold that 247. So this was a little bit of a recap as to why and my thought process behind my entry on Tesla. Now I'm going to go ahead and run that live recording. I hope you guys enjoy the live recording. After watching that, we're just going to end the video. So thank you again, guys, for watching. Press that like button if you enjoyed today's recap and the live trade. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the live trading. Peace out. Tesla's tough. You could enter here. You're starting to see some wicks, but it's not really at my exact level there. It could be the 243 level. All right, I'm going to take a 5 contract start on Tesla there at 243 hold. I'm not in love with it, And I also see some weakness on the futures. But I'm going to give a starter there. And I'm going to add into this down at 242 potentially. I'm seeing a really solid candle wick hold. 3 candles in a row holding that 243. So I'm going to give that a small shot there. It might have to come down to around that. It might have to come down to around that pre-market high. That's possible. Okay, I'm liking this Tesla. I'm going to put a little bit more size in the Tesla here. And I like that ES hold. Yeah, I'm liking Tesla here. Stop is under 243 now. Nice hold of 47.80 on ES. Nice hold of 16.8. AMD over 140. You guys hear that? The wind outside is shaking my doors. Watch AMD 140 break and retest. Watch AMD 140 retest. All right, so AMD over 140. Let's see if it can pull back and hold now. Come on, Tesla. Come on, baby. Yep. Yep. Go. Squeeze it. All right, up 15% on Tesla. Next candle, I'm taking some profits. Come on, one more candle, Tesla. One more. Just one more of those sexy ones. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Good. Good. Good ES hold, 47.80. Beautiful Tesla trade, guy. Absolutely beautiful Tesla trade. Oh, man. Out half. Out half on Tesla. I put on for my city on. Come on, baby. Keep scaling out, guys, as you get it here. Out another lot there. Taking some more off Tesla here. It's getting close to supply. It's a beautiful win. 50%. Beautiful. Definitely could go higher, but I have a decent amount of Tesla shares, and that'll be that.